Staying in shape doesn't have to mean living in the gym or obsessing over every calorie. Over the years, I've figured out a simple, sustainable system that works for me. If you're someone who wants to stay fit without letting fitness run your life, this might help. So here are 5 things I do every single day to stay in shape. This isn't optional. I don't treat movement as something I would only do if I had the time. I treat it as if it's just another part of my day. It's a non-negotiable for me. Kind of like brushing your teeth or making your coffee in the morning, if you drink coffee. Now let me clarify. I don't kill myself by working out 7 times per week in the gym. That just wouldn't be sustainable nor smart. Some days I run, some days I lift, or some days I just go for a simple walk. The point is, I just try to move every single day. And the reason being is because movement builds momentum. I've come to realize that if I don't move every single day, it builds this habit of wanting to not move more frequently. And to be honest, you know those days where you feel sluggish, you don't feel like doing anything. You would probably be better off, instead of not doing anything, to do something. If maybe you decided to go for a walk, you would feel the improvements, whether it's in your mood or in just the way you feel. I've come to realize that by keeping this consistency of doing something every day, it is far easier to stay consistent rather than doing like day on, day off. If you just tell yourself, all I have to do is something every day, it becomes way easier. It doesn't mean that you have to work out hard in the gym 7 days per week. It only means moving a bit. And that just makes it easier to stay in shape. I used to overthink a lot about food, whether it was because I didn't hit my macros, whether it's because maybe this carb source isn't the best relative to the other one, whether this protein is more bioavailable. I would just overstress a lot when it came to food. Now I don't even really stress about it. And the reason being is because I created some meals that align with my goals and, most importantly, with my lifestyle and the foods that I enjoy. A lot of people think that for you to get results with nutrition, you have to eat chicken, rice, and broccoli. But that couldn't be further from the truth. What I do now is I create meals that hit my protein targets, are easy to prep, taste good, and most importantly, again, they fit my lifestyle. I usually have 2 staple breakfasts and a couple of lunch and dinners where I rotate them on a daily basis. The reason I do this is because it reduces decision fatigue. I don't waste energy thinking, what should I eat? It also helps me to stay consistent without tracking every single macro, because I know exactly what's in my lunch and dinner. And let's put it this way, you probably use the same 5 to 10 outfits on a daily basis. You should do the same with your meals, as long as it doesn't get boring for you, because then it just becomes effortless to do diet. It just becomes part of your lifestyle. Here's the thing, I'm not trying to be a bodybuilder. I'm not trying to get super lean. I'm trying to feel strong, move well, stay in shape, but most importantly, to enjoy my life. That's why I usually eat at or around maintenance. Some days I just go slightly over, whether if it's because I'm running more kilometers or I'm just training heavier, or sometimes I just go off for dinner. And if I'm a bit less active, then I'll just eat slightly less. But for the most part, I just stay at a maintenance level. I do this to keep my body composition pretty much the same year round. Also, I don't have to constantly be tracking what I'm eating. It supports my performance, but most importantly, I continue to enjoy my life. Like I always say, fitness is here to improve your life, not to take over it. Sustainability is the most important thing for your results, and a lot of people get stuck in this bulk or cut cycle. You don't always need to be in the bulk or in a calorie deficit. You can live in the middle zone. Just because I'm not bulking doesn't mean I'm not trying to gain muscle. I train with intention. I push hard. I aim to get stronger and faster. I still progressively overload. I still track my lifts, but I don't obsess if I don't progress, or if my progression is slower, because that's okay. Fitness for me isn't a race. It's just part of the process. I think of progress as like compound interest. It might feel small on a day-to-day basis, but over months and years, it builds into something serious. You don't need to make PRs every week. Just train with purpose and keep showing up. Also, I run. That's kind of part of my identity now, like a hybrid athlete. And to be honest, putting on too much weight or too much muscle wouldn't be beneficial for me. So I try to stay lean year round, not just strong in the gym. Maybe this is just an excuse so that I can say that I don't put on that much muscle because I don't want to. Here's what everyone says on the fitness industry, that motivation doesn't matter. What matters is discipline. To some extent, it's correct, but I'll give you another perspective. You won't always be motivated. I'm not motivated at all. There are days I don't want to train, days I get stuck on work, or I just don't feel like it. And this is part of my job. So if I feel this way, I can only imagine you. And the way I deal with this is, on those days, I don't punish myself. I ride the wave, basically. When I have motivation, I go hard. I train hard, I lift heavy, I eat perfectly. But when the motivation dips, I don't necessarily disappear. I don't stop working out. I just slow down a bit. I lower the intensity, I make sessions a bit shorter, but I continue to always do something. That's how you stay in shape in the long term. Not by being perfect, but by being consistent no matter what. Discipline doesn't mean always doing the hard thing. And remember this, the more consistent you are, the faster the motivation will come back. These were the 5 things I pretty much do every day to stay in shape year round. And to finish off the video, I'm giving the first month of coaching for free. If you're interested, check out the link in the video description. And to finish off, maybe check out this video because I think YouTube thinks that you'll enjoy it.